everybody. Hope everyone is doing well. My name is Jason, and I will be your host on this CFL talk show, Untitled. In this video, we're going to go over my game picks for Week 11, 2021 CFL season. But really quickly before we get started, if you want to support the show, the best way to do it is by hitting the like button and subscribing to Untitled for more CFL content just like this. I greatly appreciate it. And with that said, let's get into Week 11 here. Only 3 games on tap this weekend, so a big change from last week when we had 5 games. So we'll start with Friday night's game between the Winnipeg Blue Bombers going to Edmonton to take on the Elks. And, I mean, what do you say about this one? The spread really says it all for this game. There's a 12-point spread in favor of the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. And, honestly, I don't see any possibility that Edmonton really keeps it close in this one. I just, especially with Taylor Cornelius starting at quarterback. I mean, this guy, I don't know what they see in him personally, because this guy was really bad in the XFL. He's probably the worst starting quarterback in the XFL in 2020. And then, he hasn't looked really good the first games that he's played here in the CFL. I mean, he had a chance to play Ottawa, and, he had every opportunity to win that game, and Edmonton could not get it done under Taylor Cornelius. So I really have no faith in them competing with a really, really superior Winnipeg Blue Bombers team. So in this game, I'm just going to say 30-13, the final score, and with Winnipeg covering the spread in this case. I just have no faith in the Elks whatsoever, and I have all the faith in the world in the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, who are just looking to keep the train rolling the rest of the season. And then the Saturday doubleheader, Montreal and Ottawa, going to be very, very interested to see what happens in this game because of the injury to Vernon Adams Jr. and Matthew Schultz making his first career start this season. Not first career start, but first start of the season. He's a guy that has a little bit of experience, can move around a bit, pretty athletic. But it's going to be very, very interesting to see how this team reacts. And this is kind of a must-win scenario for the Alouettes, because they really need to take advantage of these 2 games remaining against Ottawa, one of the worst teams in the league, because they have a couple of really, really tough games upcoming, such as a game against Toronto next week. So I'm actually going to take the Alouettes in this one, but I don't feel too comfortable about it. Both of these Saturday doubleheader games could go either way, really, in my opinion, because you look at Ottawa, they really played with pride this week, and I really could see a recipe for an upset here for the Ottawa Red Blacks, because defensively they were really solving what the Alouettes were throwing at them last week. And then for the Alouettes, I think the main matchup advantage that they have is that defensive line with Armando Sewell, Nick Usher playing really well the last few weeks against this Ottawa offensive line that's hasn't been really good all year, and it was one of the worst performances last week on Thanksgiving. So I'm going to take the Alouettes to win a scrappy game, 19-14, and the spread in this one I think was 5.5 points. I saw on Bet Regal, so I think that that means they don't cover the spread in this case. I think Ottawa's really, really going to keep it close. It could go either way. Don't feel too confident with this pick, but I think Montreal needs the game more, and that's why they'll win this game. And then the other game from Saturday between the BC Lions and the Calgary Stampeders, huge game for the standings, so many implications. BC has a brutal upcoming schedule. They play Winnipeg, Toronto, and Hamilton coming up, all on the road. Going to be very interesting to see how that plays out for them. So they really need to win this game against Calgary, a team that they beat in Week 2 this season. But it's going to be tough for them because they're going to be without star receiver Lucky Whitehead, who's really opened up the offense, taken a lot of pressure off their other star receiver, Brian Burnham, this year, and really, again, opened up the offense for Michael Riley to spread the ball around. And for Calgary, they're playing much better in recent weeks. They've won back-to-back games against Saskatchewan. Going to be very, very interesting if they can keep the train rolling. And I think a lot of people are going to be picking them in this game because they're starting to get a little bit of their swagger back. They're playing very well defensively. And offensively, they're not clicking on all cylinders or anything, but they're improving week to week. And we'll have to see if that continues this week. And the spread in this game is 2.5 points. And I couldn't agree more. It's going to be such a close game. And in this game, I'm actually going to go with BC to win this one. I think it's going to be a field goal game. I think the spread is right on. I think it's going to be 20-17 BC. Again, it's just a gut feel. I think it's kind of a coin flip, this game. But I think BC just needs this game more, and they desperately need to execute and win this game so they don't fall behind the standings when they have this huge, hard 3-game stretch, as I just said. With that said, that is going to be the end of today's video, ladies and gentlemen. And I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. Once again, my name is Jason. If you want to support the show, the best way to do it is by hitting the like button and subscribing to Ussie's Huddle for more CFL content just like this. Be sure to let me know your picks down in the comment section. And with that said, enjoy Week 11, everybody. Peace.